Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a good old-fashioned luxury beauty haul. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As many of you know, I have an online beauty consulting service, and this is where you and I chat about your beauty concerns. So whether you have questions about eyeshadow. Let's say you bought an eyeshadow palette because it was beautiful, and then you get home and you have no idea how to wear it. I can walk you through a step-by-step application, show you where this shadow goes with this brush. Maybe it's a bit more general. Maybe you have questions about blush and bronzer applications, or maybe you have questions about your skincare routine. Maybe something used to work and it stopped working for some reason. The benefit of my service is I don't work for any brand in particular, so I will just give you my best advice, my knowledge, my expertise, my years of experience, and I don't give you the sales pressure. Oftentimes when we go into a department store or any makeup store, you do get pressured into buying certain brands or certain items. I will just give you my general advice and you can do with that what you want. So if you want to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Okay, let's dive into this makeup haul here. So a lot of these products are still in the boxes. I haven't even taken them out yet. So the first thing I got is this Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. This is the Color Awakening Universal Blush. Now, I believe this came out last year in the summer collection or summer release, and for some reason, I just wasn't wowed. I think I tried it. I think I swatched it in store, and I don't know, didn't fall in love with it. But I've heard so many great things about these blushes, and something just came over me. I was like, well, this is part of the permanent collection. What if they get discontinued? I will definitely regret not purchasing these. So I got the Rosy Glow in 001 Pink, and then I got the shade 004 Coral. So these are the two official blushes for the Backstage collection, and I think it's because I recently rediscovered the Backstage highlighting palette. It's so beautiful, and I was just thinking, oh, I wish there was a Backstage blush palette, and then I remembered that these two exist here, and I have to say that they just look marvelous. Like this coral and this pink, they're supposed to give you like a very natural lit from within glow, a more pinky one, a more coral one. So I don't know, I just think this is going to look really lovely. These are supposed to be buildable and versatile as well. It's supposed to give you like a very natural flush, but you can build it up. I've also seen people layer these with a cream or a liquid blush over top. So I'm just excited to experiment with these ones here. So I also recently went into a single eyeshadow kick. It just occurred to me that while I have a lot of palettes and a lot of fun colors, I also really appreciate just a one and done eyeshadow look, and I don't have that many single eyeshadows, so I went ahead and bought a couple. I got this one here from Dior. This is the Dior Show Mono 756 in front row. I went for more sort of like neutral, natural colors. Definitely not today's vibe, but just something a bit more subtle. This looks like a nice satiny, cool tone, taupey look. I think this will look really chic and really effortless with a bit of liner and some mascara. It's just kind of nice to have these in my collection. This is absolutely not new, but again, I had that fear. I was like, what if one day I go on the site and it's not there anymore? I'll always regret it for the end of time. So I went ahead and bought a couple. I also got the one here called 554 Minimalism. This one is definitely more gray. You can see it's also a little bit lighter. I think I could wear both of these Dior Show Mono eyeshadows together, or separately would also work as well. It gives me very much that cool girl, French chic aesthetic, just very minimalistic, very simple and elegant eyeshadow look. And I do not think that these are being discontinued anytime soon. It's just that these are the older formula of the Dior eyeshadows, and so I'm wondering if they will come out with new ones, because the Dior 5 shadow palettes, they've all been reformulated, come out with new colors. So I'm wondering if they're going to come out with new colors of these singles here. and I just wanted to get a couple of the like classic formula before new ones come out. That being said, I have absolutely no information if that's actually happening. It was just this like makeup spider sense that was like, this might happen on the horizon, so get something you want while it's still available. And then I did the same thing with Chanel as well. So a few years ago, I think maybe even several years ago now, they came out with like a new line of the Ombre Premiere eyeshadows, those singles. So I decided to get the shade called Talpa. This is number 14, and it's also a satiny finish. So what's interesting is Talpa in the palette looks cool toned. It looks like it's going to be this taupey cool, but when I swatch it on my finger, it looks more like a neutral brown. Somehow this sort of cool toned effect is lost on me, and it's more of a nice, subtle, soft, warm tone color. I think what's interesting is when you line up these three mono shadows, you would think that these are just three versions of the same color, but when I swatch them, they all look a little bit different. So, you know, there's my justification. So I also bought myself a blush from Chanel. This is not new, but it's new to me. This is the blush number 82, Reflex. I've tried this before in the past and I totally loved it. This was an item that lived in my shopping cart for several months and I kept debating, going back and forth. So I just decided to pull the trigger, and I'm so happy that I did because it gives me this like warm, slightly coppery, natural type of blush. It's natural in the sense that it's not too pink, it's not too coral, it's just almost like a beautiful coppery, slightly orange blush. And it has the most beautiful, delicate little golden swirl inside here. It's not this like chunky glitter, it's just this beautiful, glowy blush that, I don't know, Chanel just always makes the most beautiful blushes, and this one is no exception. So I'm glad that I'm just adding it to my ever-growing collection. So I also decided to get myself a backup. This is the Dior Forever Perfect Cushion. I have the compact. It doesn't come with a refill, so I just decided to go ahead and buy myself a refill right away. I just love this formula. It's a matte and somehow it's not drying. It's just the right balance of luminous and natural finish. So I went ahead and got myself a backup right away. As long as I don't open this, this will be good for several months. So I'm really excited to try this out in the warmer months just because a matte foundation tends to operate even better when it's hotter outside. And I did go ahead and try the shade 3N because I have 2N, which is pretty light. Like it does match me, but I think it matches me on the lighter side. So I think 3N will be just a hint darker and it'll be nicer once I can get a little bit more sun. Okay, so I have a couple items here from Guerlain, and these are not technically PR, these are a gift. I participated in an online like Zoom skincare class with Garnet, and I won some products. I won like a giveaway and I was just so shocked. I was like, me? So these items here were free or gifted, but not PR. The first one here is a perfume, and this is the Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Flora Chericia. This eau de toilette smells amazing. It smells like a Greek beach vacation. You get lots of powdery water notes. It smells like watermelon, just like biting into a crisp, fresh, cold piece of watermelon with like a hint of maybe some iris. And I don't know, I swear I can hear like the beach waves crashing behind me when I smell this here. There's cherry blossom, but also these like aquatic notes. Like think of crisp blue, clear, tropical, warm water. This is what it makes me think of. So I am very grateful and very happy to wear this around this time just to lift my spirits a bit. And I think there's also a hint of violet in here as well. It's slightly floral, but it's very soft. It's very light. It's an eau de toilette. It's something you could just like douse yourself with and just feel very fabulous. They then sent me one of their classic lipsticks in the case. This case here, I believe, is called Topaz Aura. Believe it or not, this is my first time owning a Guerlain lipstick case, and I get it. I get what the fuss is about. It's so substantial. It feels so weighty, and it's embellished with these beautiful, sparkling, diamond crystal type of product here. It's extremely extra, and I like the texture here. It feels different from the rest of the case. This is number 25. It's a beautiful satiny classic red. It's just so beautiful, and again, just so extra. I cannot wait to wear this, and I can't wait to be able to wear this in public again, because it feels so extra to just pull this out of the case and just to have your little mirror here on the side. Just so extra. And then I want to show you the card they sent me in proper Guerlain stationery with this beautiful golden bumblebee on the front here. That's just so pretty and gold and sparkly. Okay, so the next few items we want to talk about were sent to me in PR. So the first one here is a kit from Victoria Minia. So a few weeks ago, I told you guys about this small new perfume company that I found. She's Hungarian, but she lives in Paris, and that's where her boutique is, and she sells her samples online. So I bought myself the Hedonist series a few weeks ago. I think it's spectacular. I love every single scent in the kit here. And then they went ahead and sent me another discovery kit. This is the Absolute Hedonist series. So the Hedonist Absolute, this one here has like notes of tobacco, this sort of like smoky, woody, very decadent fragrance with some vanilla and some leather as well. There's definitely these like rummy notes. It's a very decadent, very like opulent fragrance. And then Hedonist Iris also gives me similar DNA with like smoky, woody notes with lots of leather, but I think also some cocoa, like cocoa bean, cocoa pod, some iris, maybe more powdery notes as well. And this one has more amber, and this Hedonist Absolute Iris has more warm, spicy notes. Like it feels a bit warmer, a little bit, yeah, just warmer and spicier. And then the last one here is the Hedonist Rose Absolute. This one here has that same sort of DNA. I think the Absolute series has that very decadent, opulent, leathery, smoky, woody DNA. But this one here has lots of rose added to it. I think it's Turkish rose with a hint of amber as well. So overall, I think the Absolute series is very different from the Hedonist series. While the Hedonist series is very gourmand, it reads as sweeter and lighter, and I think the Absolute series is just a bit heavier and maybe a touch more masculine, just depending on your skin pH. The Absolute series makes me think of Tom Ford, Noir de Noir, Tom Ford, Tobacco Vanille, even Guerlain, Shalimar, Chanel, Coco, Eau de Parfum, just those types of fragrances. That's what Absolute series makes me think of, and I just love it. I love this perfume house. I love that they sell their samples. I think that is so smart and so clever, because how else are we supposed to discover new perfumes if we can't try them in store? So thank you very much, Victoria Minia, for sending me the Absolute series. Okay, last but not least is a category here from Chantecaille. So I got this kit from them a few days ago, and I was totally caught off guard. I was totally not expecting it. You guys know that I love Chantecaille, and I never take for granted anytime I get sent anything in PR, and especially from a brand like Chantecaille that I just totally love. So I am just very happy to share this with you. So the first thing they sent me is a refill of my Rose de Mai Pure Rose Water. And I am so grateful because I am running desperately low on this face mist. This is just a very refreshing, hydrating face mist. You can use it as a toner, you can use it as a setting spray, you can use it as aromatherapy throughout the day. Just give yourself a little mist to cool down a bit. And they also sent me the Blue Light Protection Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I don't have it here, it's in my bathroom, but here's a photo of it. So this is a hyaluronic acid serum. It's supposed to help you with blue light protection, like blue lights from the lights that I'm filming with, from my cell phone, from my computer screen, etc. This serum is supposed to be very refreshing, very hydrating, and help you like just replump the skin. I've been trying it for a few days. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I find it to be very hydrating. It's been pretty cold and bleak, and I will take any extra moisture or hydration anywhere I can take it. So the second item they sent to me is the Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara in black. And I have to say that this is a really good mascara. The price tag is a little bit steep, but it's pretty good. And I am just so very happy and grateful that I get to test out a full size here instead of just the little samples. This is a volumizing and also lengthening mascara, but there are peptides inside the mascara product that are supposed to help your lashes. So hopefully with a full-size mascara, I'll be able to see a difference, because I tried this with the sample, but a sample doesn't last that long. So I hope that with a full size, I can see the full effect. They also sent me one of their Luster Glide Silk Infused Eyeliner in the shade Amethyst. So I have another shade, I have Jasper, and I love this formula. It's super creamy, it glides on really well. It's also long wearing. Amethyst looks like this dark, rich brown with a hint of purple. I think this will look really nicely with my shadows that I have. The Hummingbird Eye Quartet from last year, Pangolin. I think this will look really lovely with what I already own. And then I have here a lip veil in the shade Rock Rose, which is a nice burnt berry color, which is infused with organic baobab oil. So it helps create a very soft, smooth lip, not only by adding color, but also hydrating and moisturizing it. And the lip veil collection is part of Chantecaille's philanthropy, so it's helping support a Space for Giants, which is a conservation team working to preserve the safety of elephants in Africa. These lip veils are so pigmented. You'd think with like the oils and the hydration it would be just like a tinted moisturizer, but this is just like a creamy, satiny bullet lipstick that's also just very hydrating at the same time. And then they sent me one of their latest luminescent eye shades in the shade Zebra. This is a beautiful rose gold. I already have this, so this will either become a backup or possibly something for a giveaway in the near future. So this is a beautiful rose gold one and done shade. You can mix this with other products, or you can just wear it on its own, and it's just a really lovely color. This is also part of Chantecaille's philanthropy work, but this one here supports the Grevy's Zebra Trust to protect endangered zebras in the Kenyan habitat. And then last but not least, we have a blush, and this is in the shade called Joy, which helps support the American Wild Horse campaign. Not only does the box here have a beautiful horse galloping through the wild, but you also have a beautiful horse here on the side of the blush. And this is just a really beautiful pinky blush. It gives me pink with a hint of copper. It has this beautiful slight shimmer infusion. It's not like a chunky glitter, it's just a beautiful pinky blush, and I have to say the packaging is lovely and also the color payoff as well. All right guys, this is it for today's video. This is my haul. Thank you again to Chantecaille for sending me this beautiful package, totally unexpected, and also to Victoria Minia for these lovely perfume samples as well. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of today's haul. Which products do you want to see next? Which products do you want to see in a tutorial or a review? Leave a comment down below. If you guys are new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty. So if this is your first time on my channel, make sure that you are subscribed, because I know a lot of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed and also hit that notification bell, because just because you subscribe to my channel does not mean that YouTube will actually notify you when I post a video. So you have to make sure that that notification is also on. All right, guys, I think this is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.